have any super thin feeler gauges. I think the 4 is about the smallest one I got on that. Is it in contact with both?
Yeah. I don't see any light shining.
Yeah, if there's no light shining through there, we're probably not going to get a feeler in there either.
No. And I was supposed to get some light?
Well, if it's twisted.
Okay. So that means it's good?
Well, what's our tolerance?
0, 1, 2.
Show me. Yeah, that's 12 thousandths.
Yeah.
In 10 inches. Is this 10 inches?
It's
It doesn't look like 10 inches.
looks like 8.
No.
More like
How
8.
long is it? Well, this is 9. So, you know, even if we're measuring 0 over 7.5 inches or something, we're still not going to get anything over 10 inches, right?
Yeah.
We would have to do some math. If we were able to measure a discrepancy, we'd have to do some math. Okay, now you can use this flat to measure for convergence, right? If it's twisted this way, if it's bent that way, we should be able to measure a gap there. So go ahead and do that. Oh, looks like you got a little bit there, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so get a feel, because that one went in. Is there a thicker gauge that'll go in?
Five still makes it 6.
That one doesn't want to
This size
go. So
smaller.
what's your number?
Not the 6,
No, it's
5.
5 goes through.
Okay, how about 6?
6 is completely.
It jams.
Yeah.
Well, no, it went in.
Up. Still sitting by.
Do you have any drag on it?
There's a lot of drag on this one.
Yeah. It lifts it up a little bit once you pull
Okay,
it
so
up.
it's moving it to
Yeah.
get that in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5's our number, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like 5.
Do you get any feel on the 5?
There's a little bit of drag on the 5.
That's feel.
I gotcha.
Okay, so you got, so what's our number for convergence? And it's probably going to be over 10 inches also, right?
10 thousandths.
10 thousandths over what?
10 inches.
10 thousandths over 10 inches. So, seeing as how that is longer than 5 inches, our 5 thousandths is probably within limits. Now, is that a new limit or a service limit or what?
Serviceable.
Is there a new limit?
No, there's no
I don't
limit.
see any limit.
Okay, so basically they figure it's coming out of the factory dead net straight. And if it's off by, what, 10 thousandths you said?
Yeah.
Over 10 inches? A thousandths per inch. Then that would be bad news. Okay, so we got 5 thousandths. Are we in good shape?
I would say,
Yeah.
Yeah. What's our distance? Do we estimate that at 7 inches?
Yeah. I guess
7,
9.
7 to 8.
or 8.
Okay.
7.5.
All right, so, and you probably screwed with me here. Okay, so this is a, what they call a dial test indicator. This is a dial indicator. I can't get that thing to you know, we don't have the adapters to make it, to get it there. Dial test indicator is a little more accurate anyway. What does this say that our number is? What will it measure?
1 thousandth.
Yeah, it'll do 1,000.
But, backwards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what did this one do?
Wow.
It runs 510.
510.
5 10,000ths.
Thousands.
Okay, so basically I've got this set up to where when it's resting on there, it's 0. I'm pretty close. Okay, as I rotate this around, it lifts. See it? How much?
5 times I put on this one.
And it didn't go back to the same spot.
I don't know that's 5 times.
Yeah, but it didn't go back to 0. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's a little sticky. We may have a little weird spot there. How around is this, or how much run out do we have?
It's
About
0.000.
Well, we made it pretty
1.
much all the way to that mark.
5? Okay, so it's 5.
So that's what?
5 tenths.
5/10.
Yeah.
5/10 of an inch. Isn't that a half inch? 5/10? Let me have a pen. Five tenths. Isn't that a half inch?
Yes.
So we're like a half of a thousandth.
Half of a
Yeah.
thousand.
You know.
10 thousandths.
Okay, let's see. This is old tape. Let's see what happens when I do this, just for the sake of argument.
Oh wow.
Wow, so we've got some thickness on that tape, don't we?
Yeah, that's a
You know,
big
that-
difference.
Yeah. So what's our measurement now?
0.007.
Okay,
Thousand?
so how many thousandths?
It would be 7,000.
Yeah, 7 thousandths. So each of the digits, each of these larger ticks is a thousandth of an inch. Each of the smaller ones is a half of that, or 5/10,000ths, which is what it says that it's
Oh.
capable of reading,
Oh wow.
right?
Yeah.
So if it's in between, and it's right on the mark that's in between, that would be
It's on the money.
5/10,000ths. So when we come back off of that piece of tape, we were at about 5/10,000ths, really a little bit more now. So, but we're probably not going to come back to 0 because
Wow.
this thing is not stable. There, but yeah, it's
There you go.
you know, just okay,
Almost. Well, actually, no, that's on 0.
not quite.
Pretty good.
Well, it's pretty good, but it's not there.
You can multitask without talking.
So there is a reflection.
Yeah, but when you're talking, you're multitasking, right?
Mhm. Aircraft mechanics should not do that.
Yeah, case in point, you know, when you're
Uh,
working on something and
no.
somebody comes up to talk to you,
They'll learn from
you need
experience.
to go back a couple of steps and verify that you've
That
actually
you covered
completed
it.
what your mind thinks that you've completed.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we in agreement on our amount of run out?
Our
What's
reflect-
our number?
So, our
5/10,000ths. Okay, what's our what does it say in the book?
serviceable limits.
Well, do we have a new limit, or is it all just serviceable?
So this should be our. Is that the third journal?
Yeah.
Fourth.
Well, this is the front main
Front main. So that
that
would
can be
one,
considered 1 or 2 depending on what the engine is.
Two. Okay.
So this is probably the number 2 main.
So two. So
Yeah.
from the two between, I guess.
Unless it's a Continental, in which case the number 1 main is back here, right?
This is the main bearing.
Well, yeah. If we were trying to measure a crank bearing with
Uh-huh.
this, it would knock it out of the way because
Uh-huh.
it just moves way too much.
So check for the main bearing.
You know, what's our stroke? You know, it's like 2 inches and more.
Yeah, these are different.
You know, we can't use a dial test indicator to measure that kind of distance.
Yeah.
This is 600. No, is this a 600?
Remember, these are
1, 2,
main bearings.
3, 4, 5, 6. Now, this is obviously not
Yeah,
your
it's not ours.
crankshaft. You know, it's just
Yeah.
one that I found here. We're allowed that?
Yeah, under four-cylinder, six-cylinder,
Okay.
two counts. It's just our clearance.
All right, so is this serviceable?
5, was it?
Five? Five what?
We got
Five,
Yeah.
10,000, so it's a half of a thousand. We're allowed 2,000.
so we're good.
We're good to go,
Yeah.
right?
So how does that tool work though?
Okay, so, yeah, I'm happy with, anybody got a list?
Hey guys, thank you for watching. So right now, today we're doing reassembling, and right now we are connecting rods to the crankshaft. And for our light combing engine, which is a 540, we will be connecting the connecting rods, but in a certain way. So we're gonna be, the connecting rods are gonna be tightened to 480-inch pounds. So we divide that by 12, that's 40 foot. Alright, Laura, what are you doing? I'm tightening the connecting rod bolts to 40 foot-pounds.
Last one.